see, Richard is much better at this than I am. He's
on the ground.
That's perfect. Right. Welcome back to the Anarchy Garage, and today we are finally going to be putting some colour on SMOG.
Yeah, so we are trying a product called Upol Raptor, which is formerly known as the Bedliner alternative. And we're going to paint the exterior of MOG to give it that hard look.
Okay, and we're using also a very special Raptor as well, because this is tintable. Now the tintable stuff, you can actually put your own colour into it. So let's start getting the product out and show you what we've got.
In the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight. Gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change.
Right, so here we go with all the product we're going to be using to paint SMOG. And to be honest, the colour on the box is the main thing I've disliked about the whole vehicle from the start. It looks very council effect, and all of the different colours and the rust coming on the brackets, I just hate it. It's the bit I hate, and it doesn't look good as a merch truck either.
No, it doesn't. So we're going to put our stamp on it, as we always do. And we've got the Raptor, we've got it in tintable and in black, because we're going to do the base panels in Subaru blue with the tintable. And then all the cappings on the box, we're going to mix it up and do a black capping to just space out the colour.
That's it.
And yeah, really make it look the bee's knees.
Now the only curveball is, and we haven't quite decided how I'm going to do this yet. Now, you would normally apply these with a shuts gun, and these do come with a shuts gun in here, which we've both done before.
Yeah.
But I just think it's going to be easier with a roller, so I think we're going to have a little bit of a go with each and see which way is going to be better. But either way, the cappings we will definitely be doing with our little gloss roller, because it means that once the blue is applied, we can kind of go around the edges and kind of dial it in like that. So, bit of filler first.
Bit of filler, sanding, then paint. Filled all the holes, we have de-stickered her, give her a bit of a wipe down, and now we're going to hit it with some 80 grit to give it that key for the Raptor. Then once she's all done, it'll be Raptor time. So we are ripping the water heater out. We have no intents in using it at all. So there's a couple of pipes the other side. These screws will pull it out so it doesn't get in the way when we've painted. So the back door on this MOG has had a bit of an hard life, and we've got a fracture going across, and there's no point in painting over the top of it and then it falls to bits in a few months' time. So we are making a piece of checker plate to put a bit of strength in the back of the door before we go and paint it all.
Now on with the passenger side of the MOG, and this side has been a lot trickier, mainly because of all of the vents and stuff we've had to take off as well, which has also meant more holes to fill, and then we found things growing in it as well, which is quite disgusting. Hello, my friend.
Hello. I'm stuck in this hole. Let me out.
So yeah, we're cracking on with it. Obviously, progress is absolutely brilliant at the minute. We've only been on this 2 hours. We've done all the side, all the rear, and all the way down to here as well. So the last few bits, masking up, and we'll be able to crack on. We'll lay some colour. we are now ready to mix some Raptor. Now, the Raptor has a few little bits with it. So first of all,
one gun. So we've assembled this. It's got nozzle end, pickup funnel, put a air fixing in, and we have set the compressor to blow at about 50 psi, give or take.
Okay, so we'll wound the compressor down. Now, next thing is we have this little cup. So we pour the hardener in here up to 237ml, and then we pour it in the bottle. Now the difference with Tintable is we're actually going to be adding our Subaru Blue to it, and that is at 10% of this. So I know there is a little bit of a fill line on here, but we're going to measure it out into 4 parts here, or 3 parts in the little pot, and that'll do us 3 bottles as well to make sure it's bang on. It's going to be interesting though, because this being a metallic colour, if Rich does it right, we can get the metallic standing up a bit, so it should look pretty trick to be fair.
Yeah, we'll give it a go. It's nice colour, that, isn't it? It's going to look like a world rally truck.
This is when he goes full redneck.
Ah.
You knocked me!
No,
You seen the colour of it?
Hey, well.
Looks like Richard's been at it.
Yeah. That's not Raptor.
That's not Richard.
That's where it all goes.
Right, so what we're doing first is we are putting the hardener into our Tintable Raptor. So this basically makes it go off. Now we can't put the lid back on. That's well metallic-y. Right, so this is our colour. Have a look at that.
Yeah, she goes on.
Yeah, all over the beamer. Raptor, all
Yeah.
over
Stand over here.
Went from pure joy to
No,
It does say that you need to shake this for 2 minutes, and obviously we need to mix the hardener and the colour top to bottom to make sure it all activates. As well, being so thick, we're trying to shake it upside down to get it actually from the bottom and mix it all the way. As you can see, Richard is much better at this than I am. He's, he's in his rhythm. Come on, let's get shuts going in. That's been mixed enough. So first dose of the colour, it's very bright, but obviously we wanted something that's standing out, and I think that will absolutely nail it.
So we have had a bit of a dilemma. We've ran out of Raptor, we've phoned round everywhere, and 2 people have got back to us that have got a mixture between 1 full kit, half a kit, everything. So we've gone round, picked up all we need. So we're going to mix some paint up and go for a second coat on SMOG, and then we will hit the cappings with some black.
Doing is, while Richard is outside actually spraying, I am doing all of the mixing. So obviously putting the hardener in and putting the paint in like we showed you earlier. This is meaning no downtime for Rich, so he is cracking on, but also he knows where he is with how many coats. We've got great coverage at the moment. It was well worth going out and getting this other pack as well. I think it definitely needed it, but now we're seeing the real colour coming together. time to start with the bit of a colour contrast. Rich is now using the very last bits of blue up on the body, and I'm going to start cracking the black open and using a gloss and roller and going around the edges.
With me, and I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon.
So we've decided to unmask the front of MOG now, because this is now just getting in the way, because we're going to be rollering the rest of it, so there shouldn't be the overspray from the Schutz gun anymore.
We say, I need a break. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on.
So there we go, that is SMOG all painted and finished off, and as you've just seen on the final time lapse, we have lost light.
Yeah, it's gone very dark. She's finished. Just going to paint the last few cap-ins. We're going to Schutz them with this. Yeah.
But that's it. So yeah, that is it for this episode of the Anarchy Garage, and the next bit you will see is all of it tomorrow in the sun, all finished. But yeah, for now, thanks for watching, see you next time.